What is up, you guys? Welcome back to 2016, the podcast. And if you're watching the video version, you'll see I'm out in nature. I'm currently at a park. I just got done. I did a little loop around the walking path here. I was playing Pokémon Go because today we're going to be talking about the games of 2016. Not sporting events, not the games I was playing with all the ladies back then, but no. Actual video games, mobile games now. I think 2016 was definitely more of a mobile apps, mobile games time. And I did a little bit of research before this, but a lot of this is just off the whim, like most of my episodes. I'm sure you guys could probably tell. But today, I wanted to focus on the Pokémon Go, which kind of highlights the games of 2016. It came out, when people think 2016, Pokémon Go is one of the things that they think of. Because there's this joke online, it's like, that was the closest we ever came to world peace was when Pokemon Go came out. Everyone was just outside running around trying to catch these 154 Pokemon from the first generation. Now, I explained this podcast to my mom and my mom's friends, and a lot of them don't understand a lot of the stuff. Like, some of them didn't know what Harambe is. So I guess I should explain Pokemon. Pokemon is this Japanese show, cards, game. It's all the above, but it's these creatures, kind of like pets, that you catch and you train and you have them battle. I'm not going to deep dive into it because if I go any farther, I might confuse some people. But that's what Pokemon is. And then they're famous for games on the Game Boy and the DS. That's what I grew up playing it on my DS. Pokemon Platinum, best game ever. My brother played them on the DS. No, on the Game Boy. I played them on the DS. But so in 2016, they made a mobile app, the first one. And so basically, you just go around on your phone and you catch Pokemon. But you have to go out in public. You have to go walk around because they don't spawn just where you're sitting. You have to go out and adventure. And, throughout this podcast, I always talk about how 2016 was the perfect moment where we had that separation between the internet and the real world. And I think right at that tip of that, right at the catalyst, is Pokemon Go. Because Pokemon Go literally fused the real world and the virtual. I mean, it was big VR because, you turn your camera on and you look around and there's literally little creatures there. Obviously, it's just on the phone, not in real life. But, that was huge. Especially, it's been around for 10 years. I think it's one of those highest grossing apps, in-game purchases, which is insane. And it is, I could go on and on how it's just, genre-defying, the cultural impact of Pokemon Go needs to be studied, but I'll admit it has fallen off a little bit. I live in a small town, 60,000 people, I think, 50,000, not somewhere around there, but we have a Discord in our hometown for Pokemon Go, and there's I'd say 1,000 people in there, and it's still active. Every time I come home, I have to re-download Discord. What was my password again? And then I see that, there's some raids going on, which is this thing in the game where you have to team up with other people. You have to team up. It has to be a group effort to fight these Pokemon bosses. And, I'm sure the boomers and people are all oh, that's creepy, playing Pokemon with strangers. And that's what my mom used to say when I'd go out and play. But it's Pokemon. We're all a little weird, and I think we'll be fine. I don't know. I'm not going to get deep dive into that stuff, but I think it's funny. Now I'm thinking about it. And we're in middle school. We were walking home. We were all on our phones, me and my friends. And this car pulls over. Are you guys playing Pokemon Go? And we're yeah. Oh, cool. And they drove off. I'm okay, that's weird. Don't even want to kidnap us? Sorry, we weren't pretty enough. Shoot, if we were playing Temple Run, they probably would have gotten us. I know. So Pokemon Go, big game. Still big today. I think it's just, I could do a whole episode just on Pokemon Go. The whole point is to go outside and walk. And, my one complaint is that we need to make a phone that I can hold up high and not have to look down. Because after playing Pokemon Go, my neck hurts. Granted, I'm on my phone all day anyways. And so it's could blame TikTok, but I'm just going to blame Pokemon Go for that. When walking and looking down, it's kind of brutal. Also, I was blessed as a child. I had a Pokestop in my backyard. Now, Pokestop is where you restock on your Pokeballs to catch the Pokemon. I know I'm speaking a foreign language to some people, but if you know, you know. And yeah, so I had a great childhood in the sense that Pokemon Go was pretty legit for me. Now, besides Pokemon Go, there is also my Roman Empire for a lot of people my age. Madden Mobile. Madden Mobile was peak. Oh my God. So basically, you guys know what Madden is. It's the popular NFL game where you play football on the PlayStation, the Xbox, whatever. But Madden Mobile was the app version. And, you know, there's limited, smaller playbook, smaller everything, but it was awesome. It was like an ultimate team where you would like collect cards, and it'd be every player in the NFL, and then you just like Tom Brady was like a 99 overall, Odell Beckham was on the cover, or was it Richard Sherman? It was one of the two. Gronk was on the cover as well. But 2016 Madden Mobile, there was something about it, guys. It was probably like they had this thing called the auction house, which I could go on and on about. But you could sell cards, and you'd try to sell them to your friends for cheap, but you didn't know, like we were kids, so you didn't realize everyone on the app could see you're selling a good card for 100 coins, which was really a good deal. And so you'd get quote unquote sniped, like someone else would get it. Because, you know, it'd be like 5 a.m. and you were trying to like give your friend a good card because you couldn't trade. So you would put it on the auction house. And some random try-hard high schooler probably, who knows where, was just refreshing the auction house and sees that you put Richard Sherman for 100 coins and they would buy it. Brutal. But it was great. Oh my gosh. I could go on and on about Madden Mobile, and it's just going to sound like a foreign language, but the Winter Freeze, the Cornucopia, oh my gosh, there's so many good events. One of my favorite games of all time. I'd literally play on my iPod and my grandma's tablet. I had 2 accounts, and I would just grind because it was just so fun. Every day when I got home from school, I would just hop on Madden Mobile, and they had this thing called stamina. And so you could only play so much and do so many things in the day, because they wanted you to buy more stamina. But if anything, it just kept us off our devices for so long. That's why I had 2 accounts, so I could play twice as much, because you had a limited stamina. It had to, like, the only way to get more was to either buy it or it would come back over time, like 1 stamina an hour. So it's weird. 2016 Pokemon Go, Madden Mobile, totally different concepts, but they both kind of promoted you just, hopefully this plane isn't too loud, but they both promoted this idea that go outside, go do whatever. Madden Mobile on accident, because it gave you limited stamina, you can only play for so long. Pokemon Go, the whole point was to go outside. And then you had games like Subway Surfers, Goated, Temple Run. It's crazy that Temple Run and Subway Surfers, right? Temple Run ran the world. Temple Run was the game. And then Subway Surfers came along and took it over for no reason. Like, it wasn't better. It's just Temple Run got weird. They made Temple Run 2. And they like kind of strayed away from what made it good. And Subway Surfers just was the same. It was just the same game, but different font, a cooler font, kind of. You're in a subway, it's kind of cooler. The temple was kind of scary. The monkeys were pretty scary in that game. If you know, you know. But what was I going to get at? Like Temple Run, it got away from its roots, so that's why it died off, and Subway Surfers became like one of the mobile games in 2016. Obviously, Clash of Clans was big. Clash Royale. Clash Royale like just came out around then in middle school. I remember we'd go to the bathroom just to play. And it was funny because I only had an iPod, so I couldn't play while we were at school unless I connected to someone's hotspot or Wi-Fi. And that was another big thing. 2016, I only had the iPod, so Pokemon Go I could only play at home because I needed to be connected to Wi-Fi. I couldn't walk around. I remember when it first came out, I was with my friend Armani, and we were camping, and I just followed him around on his phone. And I just watched. He let me catch one here or there, but he was basically in charge, and I was just following along. I think that's why I have such a good opinion on 2016, because my family wasn't really big on internet and stuff. I think we barely got internet around then. So, and we didn't have like the computer I couldn't really use. I barely got my PlayStation. I had an Xbox, but I had to keep it at my grandparents because I wasn't allowed to keep it at home. And so I would go to my friends' houses a lot, and I would experience stuff at theirs. So I was grinding for my online time. So I had a good disconnect. But I would go to a different friend's house, and they'd always have a different experience online. You know, one house would be like a sports. We'd play 2K. We'd watch sports. Another house, we'd be gaming, playing Call of Duty, watching funny vines online. Another house, we'd be doing a different genre of online. So I feel like I got really lucky where I wasn't fully engulfed in the internet in 2016. So I kind of got to interpret it from a bunch of other people to create like this mesh where I got a little bit of everything. And I think that's why I'm so passionate about 2016, because I have so many perspectives on it. But back to the video games. Just switching over to the console, I did get like my first we finally got Wi-Fi in around 2016 at my house, which is crazy because my mom went back to school, yada, yada, yada. But we got Wi-Fi. I got a PS4, grinded for that. I did, oh my gosh, guys. I sold my life savings for that thing. Totally worth it. Star Wars Battlefront. Oh my God. It came out in 2015. Star Wars Battlefront, I played in 2016. The greatest video game of all time. Star Wars Battlefront was amazing. Me and my friend Grant, Landon. Oh my God, that game was so good. Landon's a listener to the podcast now, guys, so shout out him. But Call of Duty, always been a big video game. In 2016, around then, 15, 16-ish, we'll call it 16, they came out with Call of Duty Infinite Warfare, and with that, they had Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So they had this old game that was really popular, like in early 2010s. They're like, screw it, let's remake it and make another game and add it on so people buy it. So, Modern Warfare Remastered, amazing game, amazing. They literally just updated it. It's like they didn't change anything. They're just like, okay, you can play it on the newer console now, and it was so good. Especially because me, like, I didn't get to experience it originally. So a remastered version of a game that I got to play with all my friends, it was great. We played so much. My friend, he's a pro video game player. He's a professional Street Fighter player. His name's Noah the Prodigy. He's famous for playing Street Fighter, but I will never forget Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. For some reason, he was the greatest P90 player I've ever seen in my life. For some reason, he would use the P90 and be go like you guys know, it's like a submachine gun, and it's not the best gun in the game. Like, you have to be. It's not bad, but it's not like great. But it was his main gun, and like, I would see him clutch up so many times with that, and I was like, oh my God, that is the greatest P90 player I've ever seen, and I'm just never gonna forget that. So if he ever listens to the pod, shout out you, shout out pro. He's a pro video game player. Like, how cool is that? But Call of Duty Infinite Warfare comes out. Great game. No, terrible game, excuse me. Everyone hated it. It was too futuristic. They pushed away from what Call of Duty was. But guys, I loved it. I didn't get to play like a lot of the older Call of Duties, so like, I thought it was really good, guys. I am having fun playing this game. So that was good to me personally. But the zombies was so fun. My friend would come over and we'd play split screen zombies. That was another great thing about 2016. Split screen was still a thing. Like, yeah, you could play online, but also your friends would still come over to play video games with you. Nowadays, your friends do not come over to play video games with you. You play online. Like, back then, you still came over. You still brought over your extra controller and you split the screen and you played like that. Like, oh my gosh, I miss split screen. I was such a screen cheater. That's when you look at the other person's screen so you know where they are, what they're doing. I was such a screen cheater. Guilty. Some other big games that year were like Uncharted 4. I'm barely playing the first Uncharted right now. I still haven't finished it. I started playing like 3 years ago. I played for like 30 minutes, then I'm done. But I'm going to get to Uncharted 4. Apparently it's really good. It's kind of like Indiana Jones. That'd be my best comparison, but video game. Doom came out that year, which was like super good. I think it won a lot of awards. I didn't get to play it. I haven't played it. I can play it if I want to, but I don't know. It's just hard for me to play video games nowadays. Overwatch came out that year, which is huge. It's still huge. Overwatch is like the game, one of the games of all time. I didn't really get to witness the peak of it because it's like a skill-based game, and like, I'm not that good at video games, so I have to play the funner ones, that don't involve skill. I'm trying to think of what else came around back then. Minecraft was always peak. It always will be. Clash of Clans, Clash Royale, Madden Mobile. I mean, if I'm missing anything, guys, feel free to comment or tell me, like, hey, idiot, you forgot this epic video game from that year. I mean, guys, I'm human, sorry. But there's something about video games back then where there was a connection. Either a connection to your friends, to the world. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like this old head being like, oh, they don't make video games the same way anymore. Like Prime Fortnite 2019, like, yeah. Prime Fortnite is probably peak video games ever. But after that, I think 2016, Pokémon Go is up there as well. And maybe it's because I'm older. Maybe it's because I went to school in Texas and all my friends were in California. It was harder for me to play video. The 2-hour time difference, like, my friends are assholes. They get on at midnight. Dude, I'm not going to play with you guys at 2 a.m. I got class in the morning. Like, they're so selfish. They don't, like, come on, guys. What about me? It's all about me. Me. What about me? But, I mean, I've heard there's this new game out right now that's supposed to be really good. But my PS5 is in Texas and I'm in California right now, so I can't really play it. But it's like, who cares? I get to be out in the park right now filming a podcast. And I guess that's it for video games. But I guess I just wanted to end the pod by saying that obviously 2026 than 2016. I freaking manifested this for everyone. Like, everyone talking about it. I've been talking about it for like over a year since I've been playing out this podcast in my class. I hope my professor like listens to the pod, and like just all my professors, they're like, 2016, the best year ever. They're like, damn, Adam was right. Look at all this stuff trending online. Like, oh my gosh, I'm goated. But yesterday I went to the beach. Little story time, I guess, to end the day. And we were parked, me and my buddy. We went surfing. We got out. There was a new car behind us. It had a Colorado license plate, and there was a girl in the car. A girl, I know, scary. Usually Adam would be like, oh my gosh, a girl, I'm scared. But you know what I did? I was like, oh, Colorado license plate. I was like, oh, did you go to school at Cal Poly? She's like, yeah, I just graduated. I was like, oh, nice. Then my friend James, he steps in the conversation a little bit. Nice little detail. He's like, oh, nice, congrats, blah, 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 blah. She's like, oh, yeah. So she leaves. She's like, oh, guys, have a nice day. I was like, oh, yeah, you too. And James was like, you should leave your number on her car. I'm like, yeah, that's so funny. Or maybe one of us had the idea. But I was like, oh, no, I'm kind of scared. Why would I do that? It's kind of weird, kind of creepy. But I was like, you know what? Who cares? So I wrote my number down on a piece of paper. I put it on her windshield. And guess what, guys? She didn't text me. But it's like, who cares? I think I've never done that before. I think it's one of those things, you got to step out of your comfort zone mode. You got to film. I'm filming in the public right now at a park. And it's like, I never would have done this in any other time ever. I feel like I'm elevating because of this podcast, because of myself. I don't know. I feel like I'm becoming more expressive in a better way. I've been posting a lot on YouTube Shorts. And I got a good someone said I really needed this in my life right now. And I just made like a dumb little like video about like making a joke about 2016 and like riding your bike. And so I just wanted to say the whole live 2026 like it's 2016, like it's not just a joke, guys. It's like it's real to some degree. Like I think you guys should. You shouldn't try to like replicate 2016, you know, in like a weird way, but like live like a kid, or you were everyone was a little more delusional 10 years ago, you know? So no, just live in that delusion. Like I'm at this park. Oh my gosh, just look how beautiful it is. This isn't the prettiest part of the park. I kind of pick a part in the shade where no one could see me, but just live life like it's 2016. Peace.